Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Alexandria Fragrances, which is a highly requested video. I've had quite a few of you guys ask me if I've ever smelt fragrances from this company before. So I did reach out to the company and they did offer to send me a few fragrances to try out for you guys. So this video is not sponsored. I just wanted to go through the fragrances with you and tell you what my thoughts were. And if you're interested in hearing what those are, then stay tuned. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, definitely consider doing so that you don't miss any future fragrance related content. And without further ado, let's jump right in. So it is a very windy, nasty day out where I live. I'm not sure if you can see, but the wind actually blew over my chair and my table, and I should really go fix that. But it's just a really, it's sunny out, but it's a really nasty, windy, loud day. So if you guys hear any gale force hurricane winds, that's the deal. It's just blowing everything over out there. So right now, you guys, I'm just sipping on some of my regular old favorite coffee. We've got my little kitty on the chair over here. Hello, kitty. And I've also changed my nails back to my typical nail preference because I found that having the really long nails was really difficult to do anything. It was taking me like 10 times longer to do anything, and I just decided for the ease of being able to text and respond to emails and stuff like that, I would go back to my normal nails. So that's the story with my nails. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Alexandria Fragrances. So a lot of you had actually commented in the comment section and asked me to review Alexandria. They are a more affordable fragrance company that makes not only some replicas or some inspired versions, but they also make their own original creations. So when they asked me what I would like to review for you guys, I asked them if they could send me just their original creations, because I find that for myself, if I keep getting dupes or clones or inspireds, I always end up wanting the real thing. So for me, I would just rather discover newer or original creations rather than going with the clones. So before we get into the fragrances themselves, and I do have some notes here, this is what the boxes look like. So first of all, I have to say I'm really impressed with the company as a whole. They have incredible customer service. The shipping time is really good, and they also have these beautiful, really well-designed boxes. The price point of Alexandria is also really great as well. I will have everything linked down below if you guys want to check out their website. This is not sponsored, and I also don't make any commission if you purchase their fragrances. So this is totally unbiased. I really just wanted to get my hands on these fragrances and test them out firsthand for you guys so I could tell you what my thoughts were. So they all have this little tab on the bottom, and it reveals the fragrance inside. And if you guys have ever smelt or seen the layered fragrances, the first thing that I notice when I open these boxes is they're very, very similar to the layered or the B-layered fragrances. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if they maybe are sister companies somehow, or maybe sourced from the same place. I'm not really sure, but they're very, very similar to the layered fragrances. They pretty much just have a different design on the label, but otherwise they look very, very similar. So the fragrances that they sent me were Fight Like a Girl, Tropical Night, and Nubian Queen. So we'll go through them one by one, and let's start out with my least favorite and work my way to the most favorite. So starting out with Fight Like a Girl. This one I kind of was expecting to be a little bit more bold because of the name. This is a very light, inoffensive, kind of a basic fruity floral. This isn't really my taste. This isn't one that I would keep, but the scent itself is very nice. So the notes in here are rose, jasmine, gardenia, bergamot, and orange. And I actually really like the opening of this one more than I like the dry down. The dry down for me is a little bit kind of basic generic, but again, I don't like a lot of basic fruity floral scents. I like something that's a little bit more oriental, maybe something with a little bit more vanilla or some patchouli or something like that. So this one for me was just quite basic for me to put it in the first words that come to mind. It's kind of like a basic, nice, inoffensive, fruity floral. So it's pretty though, and what I mostly get from this one is jasmine, rose, and gardenia with a little bit of orange kind of lingering around. You don't really get much bergamot except in the opening. The dry down is just a pretty floral scent. It's nice, it's actually really, really nice. I don't think I would keep this for myself though, because it doesn't do much for me. I just don't love it personally for myself, but it is a pretty scent. This lasted about 2.5, 3 hours on my skin before it was like a really subtle skin fragrance, so it didn't have huge longevity. So I don't really have too much else to say about this one. This is what the lid looks like, by the way. The lids are really nice. I really like the packaging in general of these fragrances. I think that they're quite minimalist and quite cute. I actually really like the packaging. But yeah, this isn't my favorite scent. One that I did like a little bit better was the Nubian Queen, and these all say extrait de parfum, so these should have a high perfume oil concentration. But that being said, like I said, the Fight Like a Girl did not last like an extrait de parfum like you would imagine one to last. The Nubian Queen lasted a little bit longer. This one was more like 3.5, maybe 4 hours. And this is also a light, kind of a fruity floral, but this one has a little bit more of an oriental vibe to it. So this one also has some vanilla and some benzoin. It also does not have gardenia, but instead it has peach. So this also has rose and jasmine, just like the Fight Like a Girl. But this one does take it to a little bit more of a sensual kind of a direction with that benzoin and that vanilla. And it also says on one of the websites I looked at, I can't remember whether it was the Alexandria or Fragrantica, but somewhere I found that this also has ginger in it. Yeah, I definitely think there is ginger in this one. So I get ginger, peach, I get a little bit of vanilla, I get some floral notes. Yeah, this one is just a little bit more interesting to me compared to the Fight Like a Girl. Yeah, this one again, not really my taste. I don't think I would have purchased this for myself if I would have found it on a shelf. Yeah, but this one is a little bit more interesting. It's not quite your like basic fruity floral. It does have a little bit more of a twist to it. And the next one that they sent me is Tropical Night, and they told me in the email that they were going to send me all original creations. So I think this one is an original creation, but it really reminds me of Creed Virgin Island Water. So I don't know if you guys have ever smelled that one, but Creed Virgin Island Water is a very tropical smelling, sort of a mojito-like scent. It's very lime, bergamot, rum, coconut. I think it's minty, if I'm not mistaken. I think there might be some mint as well. This one smells very, very similar to Creed Virgin Island Water. So the notes that you have in here is bergamot, coconut, rum, sugar, lime, mandarin, ginger, and musk. This is also marketed toward unisex, and I can definitely see how a man or a woman or anybody in between could wear this fragrance. It is really nice, but for myself, I definitely think it leans a little bit more on the masculine side, probably because of all of the bergamot and the lime, kind of those bright citruses. It definitely does make it lean a little bit more masculine. That being said, this is my favorite of the three, and I think the reason for that is this one lasts a little bit longer. It has a little bit more presence. It just has a stronger, more expensive vibe about it in general. I have had a 10 ml decant of Creed Virgin Island Water, and although I thought it smelled amazing, it just wasn't my taste. So this one is, again, it's kind of along the same lines, so I don't think I will keep this one for myself either. I think there's definitely other people out there who would like this one. I don't know, it smells really good, but it kind of smells like a tropical drink to me. It almost smells like a mojito, but without the mint. A little bit more masculine. I think this would smell really, really nice on a guy. So yeah, this one was nice. This one had better performance again. This one was more like 4.5, 5 hours. I kind of like this one, but for me, this one again is not quite my taste. So those are the three fragrances. So again, just to recap, the Fight Like a Girl is a very light, fruity floral and has not great performance, at least on my skin. And the Nubian Queen is a floral scent, but with a little bit more of a vanilla benzoin kind of a vibe to it, has a little bit better performance. Again, this one just isn't quite my taste. So I don't think I'll be keeping that one. I will be happy to gift these to somebody else to try, because I definitely want to help increase some exposure for this company, because I think they have a great product and I really, really like their mission and their purpose. And the Alexandria Tropical Night, this one I think is my favorite out of the three, but again, it's just not quite my taste. So those are kind of my thoughts on these fragrances. I would really like to explore more from the house, because I am impressed with, like I say, their customer service, their packaging. I'm impressed with the quality, but unfortunately these three aren't quite for me. So I will be gifting these to somebody, maybe a friend or family member, to see if it's something that they might like. But yeah, so I think they're a great company. I think you should definitely go check them out if you're looking for great fragrances on a budget, great fragrances at a very affordable price, and also maybe some dupes or some replicas or inspired fragrances, whatever you want to call them. I think that they do have a really good kind of a mission, and I think they have a great product as well. And like I say, I was very impressed with their customer service, and the packaging is great, and the shipping time was great. Definitely something that is worth checking out. So you guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you found a little bit of value in this, and maybe this prompted you to go a little bit further and discover some more of Alexandria's fragrances. I myself, I think I might check out some of their caramel ones. They look like they would be really delicious. Do head on over and follow me on Instagram, where you're going to see other little tidbits of my life that I don't share here on YouTube. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.